Okay.
Perhaps we could go on and just introduce, I'm Mahina Martin, here from the Mayor's Office, and I know many of you on different occasions, so mahalo for coming to our building today. You know, usually we like to be outdoors too, but didn't work out for time. But maybe I'll let our folks introduce themselves, and then we would like the chance to meet all of you. And start with Chief Murray.
Hi, good afternoon. Jeff Murray, Fire Chief, Maui County.
Aloha.
Steve Murray Casa, MP. Vic Ramos, some of you guys know me as Vic Ramos.
Hi, Wayne Ribal, I'm Assistant Chief with the Police Department.
Hi, aloha. Well, just to cut this thing kind of short, we don't like hold you guys up. We know you guys busy and stuff, so I can sort of do a broad
Overview.
yeah, overview of basically who we are, and we just grassroots people. We don't belong to no organization, no association. We just maka'aina na mahi'aina wai. Fishermen, farmers, and just regular people. So this is more non-political. It's more of a spiritual type of march. And literally, what we put down was just an overlay as pertaining to what's going to happen. We needed to have some kind of assistance with protocol. So Kapunoai Moli Tawa and Salau is going to help with the starting of the torch. It's going to be at Moku'ula. And from Moku'ula, we're going to bear west, going around the island. And as we hit every moku, we're going to have representatives there to help kukua us in carrying the torch. All the way around the island, we checked on the circumference mileage around the island is on 192.13 miles, and Maui may take us at least 6 days to be safe. And we're ending up at Moku'ula to do our final torch ceremony, including the same Haulilani ceremony in calling out the name of the fallen warriors. And as we go, we get like public relations and educating people pertaining to what's happening around. And one of the issues is, the biggest issue we're talking about, we're probably going to be sharing, is about the Native Hawaiian benefits and conditions of Native Hawaiians as to where we're at right now. The biggest issue that is on the table right now with legislation and the governor and OHA is the ceded lands money. That a percentage of the ceded land is supposed to go for the betterment of Native Hawaiian conditions, health, housing, and education. We don't see those monies. We don't even know where it is. We know that we have Hawaiian programs out there, how much money they put into the programs, but none of that money ever gets circulated to the beneficiaries, literally. So that's one of the major concerns that we have, that we want to share as an informational package to bring not only Native Hawaiians together, but the non-Native Hawaiian people, to let them understand that these are our concerns, and we're not just out there sharing something that don't have any weight. We're sharing that our conditions as Native Hawaiians are being determined by another entity, and we're still falling short from our mark. So we're covering 3 topics: is health, housing, and education. Like for health, where does Native Hawaiians go for health benefits if you're getting monies from the Ceded Land Trust? There's only Hui no ke olapono, but Hui no ke olapono, you know, what is the dynamics of that, and how much does those revenues go into those funds to help benefit health? Housing, the HHL is one, but you got to be 50% Native Hawaiian. And I think that the broader community of non-Hawaiians really think that Native Hawaiian conditions are better than anybody else they've seen in the world. But you know, it's a scientific fact that Native Hawaiians education, we're number 7 in the nation that with the poorest education, but we get monies from the ceded land to help Native Hawaiians educational curriculums. Well, where is it? Yeah, we get Kamehameha schools, but that's a private school. You know, that's like Select Taro, yeah? And like for Native Hawaiians, I mean, in this room, how many that actually can say that is here is 50% Native Hawaiian? So we sought out to the point where we judged pertaining to the liquid measurement of who we are. And we felt that more people out there in a broader community needs to understand these kind of things. So it's more of a cultural purpose why we're taking this torch around the island, as well as a very important educational component to educate everybody. This is not a money-driven thing. This is more of a spiritual thing. I mean, if people wanted to help, they can help donate by giving water, helping out with just a march. We're not refusing anybody that wants to take part in just actually grabbing the torch and walking with us. We give one designated committee of 6 drivers and about a total of 24 people that can be help assisting in the exchanging of the torch. Every time we go on this march, we're going to have either somebody that is fully certified for CPR and first aid, and we also get assistance from like the kind health nurses and people in that capacity. Oh, and another thing for the torch, once the torch is lit in Moku'ula, one of the things that we have the kuleana is that the torch cannot go out. If go out, then we stay Kaikinui, we gotta go all the way back to Moku'ula and start all over again. To make sure that doesn't happen, we're gonna have one little lamp, kukuelepo, yeah, lit, just to make sure that we can accomplish our goal. And to make sure once the torch is lit, and if you notice on this, we needed a purpose, not only a spiritual purpose, but to diminish the politics, yeah, of why we walk in this torch, and that's why we get the state of Hawaii's appeal court document. Yeah, that's actually going to initially light the torch for the stop. Yeah, because I think the element is to try to get the whole political agenda of what's happening. It's a big spin. I mean, every time you pick up the newspaper, that's all you see. And a lot of kupuna and a lot of our people, they get frustrated because they don't understand it. So one of the cultural elements we're trying to add is to say, you know what, diminish the politics and the pilikia within the flame, and let's just get back to, you know, the careship of what is common, like our environment. I mean, just looking at each other now, you know, even though you brought us to you wearing the uniform, there's some people might be rejected because they don't know, they're uneducated, but I know what he does in his second life. He would have modeled just like me. You know, those kind of things, yeah. We all regular. You know, it's just, you know, our business just puts us in a different time frame where this torch hopefully going to bring back that common thinking to say we need to respect each other once again. Yeah, and we're also going to be passing out brochures too as we walk. Another thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be placing markers certain areas, and not private properties or anything, yeah. We're going to place flags, and these flags going to mark out designated areas, and these designated areas actually are ceded lands. And that, the flags is one educational component. It's only going to be there for the duration of the march. Once that is over, it's sort of like one guideline to inform the public community where these lands are. And we're going to have a map inside there to show the whole Maui on different areas as pertaining to where all these, the question of where all these ceded lands are. Those lands are for the benefit of the Native Hawaiian beneficiaries, the wards of the state. So there's a joint agreement, literally, until whatever happens in the Supreme Court ruling, I would say. Wouldn't you agree, Pono?
Kuwa,